Hey, you're right there, everyone. So I'm doing something I haven't done in quite a while, and that's doing a reaction video to something mental health related. Now, today, I'm wearing my It's Worth Talking About t-shirt, so I wanted to come over and check out a video that I'd seen on LinkedIn, posted by Ryan, who's one of the co-founders of It's Worth Talking About. I managed to meet Ryan last year on a charity fundraiser that he was doing, cycling all the way around the outside of the country. And he was passing through my town, and we stopped off. I had a beer, and he had his water, and carried on with his journey. So it was great to meet him. But yeah, he sent me out this, and then also, I don't want to knock my camera down, but also this as well, that I have that is up on my desk. So I wanted to react to his video, find out a bit more personal side of Ryan. Even though I've seen a lot of it already, I've not seen this particular video.
Hi, I'm Ryan Anderton. I'm the co-founder of It's Worth Talking About, a mental health peer support group for both men and women that has groups in Keighley, Haworth, Saltaire, Bingley, Willesden and Silsden currently. In 2010, I had my first suicidal attempt. I went to Blackpool, I drank a lot, I took tablets, I cut my wrists in the shower of a bed and breakfast, and I was extremely low and I wanted to end my life. From there, I survived and I took myself to Airedale Hospital, where I stayed for 8 weeks and received mental health support from the on the Fern ward in the mental health centre. I came out and struggled for quite a while, and
But it's the thing, we hear this quite a bit, about having a plan of action to take your own life, going to do it. And then people think when you come out of hospital, you're kind of, oh, you're over that stage now. The recovery is very long. You and still you're on edge. You still don't know where to turn to, just because you're thankful that your life never ended. For most cases, this is, it doesn't mean that the struggle just stops then, and you're now clear-headed and ready to start a new life.
till I had my son, and things started to come together, until that relationship broke down. And again, I hit sort of rock bottom again, and I had another attempt of my life again in Blackpool, but it wasn't as serious. It was just that emotion that overtook me. Things were going okay. I had a job, I was working, relationships were going fine, but I had 4 hours of madness 3 years ago, where I ended up on a railway line in Keighley, and I felt at that point a real clarity about, I need to pull myself together, I need to do something about this. And peer support really helped me. The empathy and understanding that I received from the groups gave me a strength, and it enabled me to understand myself a lot better.
See, peer groups, they do give you a lot of understanding about yourself and your situation, and being close to those and being in regular contact with those that have also been through and going through the tough times, it brings you together a lot stronger. They really, really do help, and they helped me massively over the years. Peer groups, and also other kind of separate groups that I've had in the past. Not everyone wants to talk to family all the time about this sort of stuff. The peer groups are an amazing step to take.
I started cycling as a wellbeing tool, and have since cycled Land's End to John O'Groats, around the entire circumference of Britain, clockwise and anti-clockwise.
So I think I was there on the anti-clockwise. I think he'd done it one way already, and then he said, "Oh, I'm going to do it the other way now." And it's the other way round that was when I met him.
And from the very north of Europe to the south of Europe, all raising funds for mental health charities, including Mind, Mental Health Foundation, Hammersley Homes, Everton in the Community, plus the Children's Heart Surgery Fund. at Leeds Hospital. It's Worth Talking About was started in March 2020, and that came from the death of Tom Marshall and my experiences of working with Airedale Hospital and Mind, the mental health charity. The first group happened at Hop on Worth, which is a pub in Keighley. We actually set up in pubs because we felt it was a normal and natural environment, and an environment that, especially men, because that was our first intention to have a men's group, men tend to resort to alcohol as sort of a coping mechanism. So to be able to come into a pub and do what you were going to do potentially anyway, but doing it alone, and now have the option of being supported by others, we felt made talking about their mental health and their life challenges normal. We had one group which started off with one person, and steadily we had 2, we had 4, we had 9, we had 15, and it became a really social, enjoyable experience for the guys, and they kept on coming back week after week. We had a couple of drinks, we talked, we laughed, and we then had the Howarth group. We had the Keighley Women's group. After the passing of Sam McElroy in Bingley, we opened a Bingley group. That quickly followed with a women's group within Keighley, and then Saltaire. And now we've got Willesden and Crossroads and Silsden that are coming. And through maybe the tragedy of some people's families and friends, the attendances are growing. Men and women around the area are talking, they're listening and they're supporting, they're gaining friends, they're having pride within being open and honest and supporting mental health and the cause of It's Worth Talking About. And it's hugely inspiring. It's a massive learning experience, is life, and they're not ashamed of their lows because they've survived them. They've come back from the depths of despair to be positive role models within the groups that help and support each other. And I'm hugely inspired by them every day, that they keep coming back and they keep talking and they keep helping each other, and they help me in that process, and they're helping others within the area by being so forthright and forthcoming.
Right, so, you know, it's great. You've got to see a bit about Ryan, who he is. He's
broken already? This...
It's not going to happen. He's a fantastic man. You know, from personal experience of myself speaking with Ryan, seeing what he does amazing work. So if there is anyone in any of those areas, you know, and they're looking for a good peer support group, you know, you can go to them directly or drop me a message. I'll be able to put you in contact with them to help out. But really good video, you know, learning the story and about what they're doing going forward. So I'm very happy that I put this shirt on and thought, right, we need to listen to Ryan. Yeah, great video. So yeah, thank you.